Hi traders, I want to do a quick update on natural gas as I'm seeing a different pattern playing out than the one I showed on Wednesday. So let's go. All right, so this is natural gas at futures contract. Actually, I'm going to switch over to the other natural gas chart that I've been looking at because we finally got that confirmation that they broke that fourth low, the fourth wave low. I said once they do that, then we got confirmation that this whole correction over here, this A, B, C correction is done once they break that fourth low. So based off of this chart now, I was 99% sure that the down wave, the fifth wave was starting, but now we've got the confirmation that that's what's happening. So zoom in on a 2-hour chart. So in my last video, I said that I saw 3 waves down. I figured that was A, and then this 3-wave move up was B, and then they would create like an ending diagonal for C. But it's become there's just too many waves down here. And so I think what they did is they actually created a leading diagonal. So they came down to here. I think that's the 3rd wave. Here's a 3-wave move for 4, and then another 3-wave move back down for 5, and then they gave, I think, this running flat. So I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal, little contracting leading diagonal, made this running flat, and now all I see after this running flat is just a 1, 2, 3 waves, and we need 5. And then they got 3 waves to there, then they created this little 3-wave. So I think they're creating an ending diagonal after this running flat. So that's 1, that's 2, and now the 1, 2, and now I think they'll probably gap down tomorrow and create the 3rd wave, and then go up for the 4th wave, and then still come down again for the 5th wave. I think they'll probably be targeting this zone of 293 down to like upper 2.8s, somewhere in here. We'll have to see how strong this 3rd wave is. But I think then this whole thing will be just like an A, B, and a C. And then this will be the 1st wave coming down, which tells me then that they're creating a diagonal, if I'm right. Because then this will be a 3-wave pattern down to here. That'll be 1. Get a nice correction for 2, 3-wave up for 2, but then you're coming back down again in 3 waves for the 3rd wave. So that's what I'm looking for, is for this ending diagonal to finish, and I would think that that'll take most of next week. So, but once it does get in this zone, then I'd really be getting ready, because this 2nd wave should be very tradable. You haven't had any big, that's the biggest correction. This 2nd wave up here, that's the biggest correction that you've had coming down. So this 2nd wave should be at least this big, probably even a little bit bigger. So that's why I've drawn it that big, which that'd be a pretty nice trade. So you can play for that. Otherwise, you're going to have to be waiting for a long time, because natural gas is just going to be going down. So that's if you only play the long side. If you do short, I think this 2-wave actually will give you a good opportunity to get in for the short then, because you could just ride it down for some time. So that's now what I see, that they're just now finishing this 1st wave. Now, if my original thought is correct and this is A and B, then wow, then natural gas is going way down just on this 1st wave, because the C wave, so if this is A and that's B, we need 5 waves in this C wave. And if this is just going to be 1, 2, 3 waves, and that's 1, wow, then, because then you're going to get a 2, but then you're coming down for 3, 4, and a 5, and I would think it'd be looking something like that. You know, then you're coming down like 2.7 to 2.6, and all that would just be the first wave. So I don't know, that seems like a really super strong C wave. I mean, it's possible, but you know, given that A and B are there, like I think, you know, C should have ended like right about here. And you know, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think there's not going to be 5 waves after that B wave. So I think 1 will just end here, and then 2, and then going down for 3, 4, and a 5. So we'll know next week the reaction from this zone. If it comes up pretty high, then that tells me that was 1 and this is 2. But if they do just give you a small correction, very small, and then still back down, then this could be creating a really big C wave. So one of those two will play out. But either way, I mean, I'd be only looking for a buy setup when they come into this zone. You know, if it is just a shallow correction and they start coming back down, then you might have to like just take a break even trade. But if they do what I think they'll do, they should come up pretty high, come back up into all this chop in here, somewhere in there, maybe, you know, probably above here. I think probably like 315 or above. You know, so that'd be a pretty nice trade. But like I said, if it is just a shallow, very small correction, then you know that could be 1, 2, and they're going to come for 3, 4, and a 5 to finish this big C wave. But I don't think that they'll do that. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? The weather here in the U.S. is not looking very bullish for natural gas, so maybe they do take it down for the next 2 or 3 weeks in a real aggressive manner. So let's see how this plays out after they come into this zone, and I think finish at least this, either the first wave of the C wave, or this will be the first wave down. I think that's what's going to happen. All right, so that's natural gas. Hope you can join me tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a live stream for the stock market indexes. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.